Hello viewers, how are you doing? We're heading into 2025 and I will always wish all of us a very successful year. Christmas is already past. So what we are eyeing now is 2025, the new year, and we pray it will be that year that we have been waiting for. Meanwhile, quickly, let's talk about something we discussed here the other time. You know, a lot of people misunderstood me. So I had to come again with some, additional clarity on it. You know, we talked about buildings, building 3, 4 story buildings. We talked about it and what somebody said he felt. The person said, you cannot get your capital in the next 50 years if you build 4 story building. Now, the way some of us comment is as if you're quarreling with somebody. Nobody is opposed to you building. We're only looking at what is more beneficial. And we're still not opposed to it in this video. We are looking at what is more beneficial. What will be more profitable. Let me tell you, some people said it's anti-Igbo. The video is anti-Igbo. The video is not anti-Igbo. Please note. I am somebody who promotes Igbo. So the video is never anti-Igbo. So what happens is that specifically I said if you are trying to do business with it and want immediate returns, and I even said, even before the end of the video, I said such things can also profit you, but not immediately. And I also learned that you can also sell it. So if you have much money, for example, according to the person, it could cost you 250 million to build 4 story buildings, about 260 million, 250. Now, if there are businesses that will pay you on time, I think, businesses that are less risky, because I also made that assessment on you could invest this money somewhere and the money will still be missing. Yes, there are the Nigerian economic situation makes it very hard for almost every business to thrive. So I also talked about that in my video. So my video wasn't just restricted to you just building and losing from a 4 story building. You will not lose. But there are factors I considered while saying what I said. In the past, our buildings were stronger. The buildings we have were stronger. The buildings we have in the past were stronger. For example, there's a building near my house in the east. It was built maybe in the 60s. You understand? This stuff was built in the 60s. But I think even till today, imagine a building that was built in the 60s. Look at how strong it is today. Now, buildings of the 60s are about 60, 70 years now. Heading for 70 years. Buildings that were built in the 60s. It's a 1-story building. It is very strong. But recently, nowadays, we don't build like that again. Now, that particular building was inherited by the man who is occupying the building is the son of the man who built it. And the son is about inheriting it. Meanwhile, what they did now was to renovate it. They renovated it. But the structure is still strong. But you can't compare that to what we have now. Yeah. We are not building with quality materials again. And that is why some people in the comment section said it's not going to be profitable in Igbo land. They said rent is low. That if it is in Lagos, it will be profitable. But also consider that if you want to do such project in Lagos, it will be costlier than 250 million. Yes, because buying land alone for that project will take away your money. Just buying the land. So it's what I'm saying applies to everywhere. It applies to whether you are building in the east. So I'm not trying to tell our people to now go to build in Lagos. No. Let me tell you, I like the way Onitsha is. Yes, most of those properties you see in Onitsha were inherited by grandchildren now. Some by children, some by grandchildren, and it will continue. My aim of doing that video was specifically to tell you, a kind of advice. If you are like intending to make gains immediately, make gains in your lifetime, that you cannot make it. You cannot make it. If you build such project, it's for your, or maybe it kind of serve as your pension. Meanwhile, it's still your money. It's still your money. Just that you use it for project. It's different from pension. But some say it could serve as a pension. So I am not against people building it. No, that's what I want to let you know in this video. I'm not against people having such projects. No, Onitsha makes me proud when I see Onitsha. What I'm saying is, if you intend to do business with it, that you might not get the profit in your lifetime, but then you could do such investments for your children. That's what I'm trying to say. Such investment could be for your children. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm not discouraging anybody. You can go on with building it. You can go on. Some of the times you could even invest the money in some project and you lose the money. The whole money is gone. But the case of a building, it is what you will see. And I'm not advising you to go build in Lagos. Just like I said earlier now. Just like I said earlier. It will cost you more to even have a 4-story building in Lagos than in Onitsha. Land in Lagos is costlier than in Onitsha or any part of the east, southeast. Land in Lagos is costlier. So it will cost you more to build in Lagos. So I am not telling our people to leave Igbo land and build in Lagos. Please note carefully. Now, in rounding up, an elder spoke on this and I like it. Though he spoke mostly against the man who I copied that right up from. He spoke against the man. He also gave, he looked at it from different angle. And that is what we are doing. I told you in this channel, we are here to learn. It is not news all the time. I would like to play the audio for you to listen. So I'm not discouraging anybody from investing. No, I'm never discouraging anybody from investing. Please note, I am not anti-Igbo. In fact, I'm a lover of Ndebai, and we always promote Ndebai. And please, I'm not telling anybody to go to Lagos. Again, I want to, emphasize on this. It will cost you more to build in Lagos. So build in an Igbo if you want to build. But just understand that if you are building as a business, you might not recoup your investment on time. But if you are investing, for my children, then I will advise you also to plan and make sure this building structure is totally good so that it will last long, so that it will not come to a point at the time they are going to reap from it, the building will be collapsing. Now listen to the audio by this our elder who also spoke about this, encouraging you if you want to build.
Look at the building as savings. That is, you put money in the savings in the bank. Now, if you put money in the savings in the bank, they give you 0.0001% interest, with the possibility of your money disappearing through hyperinflation or through bank collapse. But here, if inflation is coming, your real estate is rising in value too, and you're getting income stream from that real estate development. Also, it is a way to transfer wealth to the next generation. Okay, this man have finished working, he retired, he's collecting rent for eating, for his daily activities. The building is appreciating in value. He will transfer it to his children. The children can sell it for 600 million. And they have capital to do other business. Now, I hear people, business fails. And, business is doing business. Some business are in the brink of failure. General Motors, America have to bail it out with 150 billion. The biggest bailout in the world. Some people argue to allow them to fail. Obama went and bailed them out. So because you have shops and companies everywhere doesn't mean that the shop and company is doing well. Okay? In America here, the banks support the business. And the business might be losing money for 5 years. And the bank is giving the money steady, pumping in money there. Then when the economy turn around or the business turn around and start making big money, they pay out to the bank. The bank will collect some interest and everything. Unlike Nigeria, the bank will not support your business. You can be doing business in Abuja for 5 years, you don't even make profit. For 5 years, you are in red. You are the buying of raw material, the paying of workers is bank money. So if you look at your book, you are owing bank 20 million. Your sales is 5 million. But one day, you might get a contract from the federal government for 100 million. You see, you pay out to the bank. So because everyone is out to business, because somebody have business doesn't mean that he's making money. 60% of business in America is supported by the bank. They have a system, the bank supports it. Nigeria is not like that. So because people business, or you bring out tomato to sell. After finish selling it, you calculate the cost. You see that you are losing. That is why they start these armed robberies and all these things that they are doing. All this kidnapping that they are doing to put money back into the business. Well, the man making comment did not inquire about the individual investors' needs. He's making a general statement. And he forgot to realize that those high-rise apartments or buildings have two income sources: appreciation of the land and the building, and the rent flows. Okay? So if you have, let's say you have 250 million today, if you put it in the bank, you might come tomorrow, the bank is no longer there. You start going to court to get whatever that you want. Or inflation might eat the 250 million. So the guy might say, well, I don't have time to hustle and this. I'm not a business type. I'm not a investor type. You can invest in Cadbury. Tomorrow Cadbury pulls out of Nigeria. So he wants a safe place to put his money. He builds 4-story building. Okay, 250 million. Every month he has money to be eating. That's an income flow to him every month. While there's income flow to him every month, the land and the building is appreciating in value. Okay, so he has two alternatives. Tomorrow, he can sell it for 400 million and go another place and build for 250 million, another place that is not all that developed. Okay, so he's teaching, forget that this building have two sources of income. He has two sources of income, just like in Abuja now. If I had bought land in Abuja in 19, say that when did we move to Abuja? 1980, right? Maybe I paid 5,000 naira for that land as of that time. Now I'll be selling the land and the building for almost 700 million, depending on where I bought the land. So investment in commercial real estate have two income flows. Appreciation of the real estate is an income flow, which is what we call savings. Just like you put your money in the bank, that building is saving.